This battle means everything. I'm the champion. I've been #1 since the beginning. I'm gonna stay #1.
Really just coming to this motherfucker just to fuck shit up, you know what I'm saying? He's #1, I'm #3, whoever the fuck makes that shit up.
To be honest, I just feel like I'm a couple steps above everybody. It really don't matter what the rank is. I'm still gonna win that title.
I'm gonna win this battle. It's my town, my crowd. You know, I plan on selling 50 plus fucking tickets for that bitch, so it's gonna be packed.
What's that strap battle? Show make some motherfucking noise!
See, even when I do you, I can do it like them. Oh, Katrina goes back to New Orleans and she stays there forever, yeah?
Old Uncle Ruckus looking ass. Went to Clayton Bixby School of Hate. Right to the top of his class.
I put out travel into battle and actual beast to murder this faggot for free, so what that actually means is in return, Chloe needs to build a fucking statue of me!
What's the difference between your style and a pile of dog shit? That dog shit's gonna eventually get hard and quit stinking.
What's Texas rap battles? This is for the fucking title. This is for who owns West Texas. This is who represents you.
That's right, Seaweed and OnO right here, title match. This ain't no fucking joke. Right here, to my motherfucking right, my boy, MOR Soldier, 51st Street fucking thug, OnO in this bitch.
And on my left, goddamn near undefeated, holding down West Texas since the get-go. Y'all make some noise for Seaweed!
Peso. That better not be a peso.
It is.
Oh.
Who's going first? Okay, hey, this is a very important.
Y'all need to be quiet, straight up.
This is a very important battle, okay? So y'all please reserve silence unless you hear something dope. It's on Seaweed. We're gonna let them get it in. Let's go.
Go, we run! Let's go, Be quiet.
You'll be made and blow up like TNT if you manage to win the night. But even if you took your iron, calcium, and vitamins A and E, you can never beat me in this lifetime. Dog, I'm like a bounty hunter, and right now your head has a price. So after I get rid of his honeys, boo-boo, it'll leave a sad, lonely, desperate housewife. Slow it down? No, I don't want to slow it down, because if I slowed it down, it'd be how OnO sounds every fucking round. Has anyone ever told you, you look fucking old, dude? Your graduation picture was a true definition of old school, looking like Sage, Frodo, and Goku had sex in a phone booth and somehow composed you. Most often rewound. See, that name tells me that you're older, because no one rewinds cassette tapes anymore, Grandpa. We just start the CD over. The only way you can ever out-hip-hop me is playing Double Dutch, because that game's from like 1920, so I bet your skills are fucking nuts. Next year when OnO turns 52, he'll get a job driving a public bus and uppercut, sucker punch an ugly slut to shut her up. Why are you still battling? Why are you still battling? Is it a midlife crisis? You're like 32, dude. Yet every morning he wakes up, cracks open a Yoo-Hoo, pours a bowl of Fruit Loops, sits down on YouTube and watches old episodes of What Would You Do in Goof Troop. From the moment you were born, even your parents knew their son was phony. They held him up into the light like, oh no, I hope he's our one and only. You're a K2 user, physical abuser, alcohol boozer, old fucking loser. You keeping time on my Mike White battle was the only time you ever had control of the future. After I win this $200, But after I mop the floor with him, he'll kick the bucket and his crew will shed 2 tears. That's why this battle's like my Rapunzel wig, because I will never, ever lose here.
So y'all ready to hear how this shit went down? I got a call from DDP. Accepted his challenge. Hung up, it didn't take no time. Ding ding, text message, seaweed. All I read was sigh. So then he goes on to tell me, next text says, sucks we got a battle. Still no reply. So then he goes on to tell me, pretty gay, oh well, I guess at least we're still gonna make a dope song. So I thought to myself, now how the fuck do I respond? I mean, what I look like doing a track with a kid who thinks all blacks should be slaves. Mexicans belong doing lawns and every other race is a waste of space and should be erased with the drop of a bomb. Now if we've had it this way, the national flag would be a black man flapping from a pole. But he don't. Which explains why he left rock and roll to infiltrate hip hop and poison that black man's soul. Besides, we already did a track. Let me tell you what this bitch did. He used all our names in his verse to insert a subliminal diss. Expected us not to catch shit. But the fact that you subliminally dissed us isn't the reason you didn't make the cut. It's the fact you got that bluegrass delivery and your verse was whack as fuck. So now I'm hearing I'm old school, and this is what's new. Well, if that's true, then we shit out of luck. Cause that just means I'm an MC who been in the game tearing it up. This mascara wearing, Pantera blaring band geek just picked up a mic to use his speech. Cause he was too weak to even beat a drum. Now I'm sorry about your girl leaving, Weave. That shit's gotta suck. That's what you get for trying to turn a hoe into a housewife who really loved being my slut. She walked around with that stink face, cause he wasn't beating them guts. Oh, he's screaming deeper, deeper. Weaver wheezing, thinking, geez, isn't it deep enough? Now with that situation, now the empathy, I was gonna ask DDP to make this match promo. But I decided, fuck that. I'ma go for broke, cause I'll be damned if I let this rock and roll hobo come to my city and showboat. Y'all remember that group SWV? Weaver sweeter than Coco. In the flyer for the event, he even looked sweet in the photo. Hey, so I pulled him off to the side like, Weave, man, why you always looking so sweet, bro? He gave me a fucked up stare, flipped back his hair and said, I know I look queer. Hey, and that shit is a no-no. Hey, yo, Dub, it's cool, man, stay in Austin. Me and the crew, we gonna keep this shit on lock here in the mojo. Screaming, fuck Seaweed when I rip that W straight up out of my league's logo.
Hey. Here we go. This is the greatest MMA fighter in the world, for those who don't know. OnO lays down with grown folks wearing no clothes, giving each other orgasmic chokeholds, and hops up like, no homo! I heard you used to be fatter, then you decided to lighten up. Well, you're always a fucking dick on the message board, so when are you gonna decide to lighten up? One day did you just throw on your jeans like, damn, this denim's tight. I need to exercise to lose the extra size on my legs and thighs. But I've got a question. How did that turn into half-naked nights while wrestling? Nice. That means you got in the best shape of your life to have dry sex with guys. You're always all action, hate, and tie kicks. Calm down, Roid Rage. This is rapping. It ain't fighting. You contradict yourself with the acting way violent, because like Cal Casta says, real assassins stay quiet. You claim to be the best fighter in this rap league. Whoa, I didn't know it was a contest. I'm gonna start working out, get all swole when I arm flex, and break your bones apart. Fuck your Napoleon complex. I may not have the fastest knockout record in San Antonio. The people need to quit thinking I'm the friendly, nice guy that won't resort to throwing blokes. We're friends, OnO, we'd never fight. Besides, you can't even beat me flow for flow. That's why this white boy's dancing circles around this square like a fucking dosey-do. You said something that wasn't true, one, and I'm not trying to drag you along. But you said in battles, I'm intense like rock shows, he's intense like cage fights. But see, that's where you're wrong. Because nope, comparing his battles to his fights is a goddamn joke, because that would mean he would lose all of his battles with the first round choke. So when the judges fill out the scorecards and hand them in, I'll be the man to win. So maybe I did prove you battle like you fight, because you will never be champion.
So y'all ready for OnO to get up in here on some Braveheart? Spit flames soon as this shit sparks just to kickstart destroying this bitch's bars. And speaking of bitches, I was on some disrespectful shit. I was gonna dog yours real hard. But when it came time to do the research, I couldn't really tell the two apart. But we all seen this type. Ponytail braided, doing yoga in the yard, passed by the elementary, he the oldest in the park. Hey, I went to buy a drink at the last event. He kicking it with the youngest girl at the bar. Now, if To Catch a Predator was a record label, Weaver would be the star. Hey, let me get this straight. You were raised in Crane, live in the square, but try to dominate my town. But there's something different about you this time, I can tell. It's like you're trying to concentrate, conscious weighing down, because you know I don't play no games. And if I feel one drop of spit on my face, so help me God, I'll forfeit that cash and chain, and you getting laid the fuck out. Now you're about the most non-confrontational, confrontational battle rapper I ever met in my life. Talking about killing someone's mom, raping their wife, but hugging dick sucking at the end of the night. And I see you banging dudes racking up battles thinking you ain't got shit to prove, but I tell you straight to your face, you's a bitch. And I bet if we held him down to count his ribs, we see he had one removed. Just to make eating his own ass easier to do. Hey, but I'm not gonna do what everybody thinks I'm gonna do and reference white rappers when I'm attacking dude. But I would tell him and him that if you keep fucking with me, y'all gonna meet the same fate as proof. Hey, but on the real, your ex pretty cute with that behind of a fine dime bristle. And after this, just to get my dick, she gonna start denying she was with you. I mean, it was bound to happen, Weave. Cause every night while you on battlenerd.com, she on the couch next to you smiling, getting a sex flirt on. Hey, you should've cleaned your lens, see? Your girl wanted to give me the low hand while licking my kitty's kitty after we hit her to the program. And I swear I beat it like I'm Rocky. Only from behind though. And when I'm done, if y'all ever go back to fucking, I promise that won't be the same Marciano. Now this buster dug less than DDP in his prime. Hey, but don't get all upset like you did with Double Six and get signs to start calling time. Cause me, Big Queen, hey, we've been queen of the league long enough. It's time for the kings to shine.
DDP gave me the news last month when he texted my cell. I got you a title match, but he's one of your friends. And I was like, oh, hello, well, who is it? L.I. Super Key? He said, OnO. And I replied, LOL. I'm 15-2. You're 5-2. You claim to be undefeated. Stop fucking lying, dude. And the only time you ever win is when L.I. writes for you. Yeah! You might be Freddy from the streets, but I'm Jason Voorhees. I catch body after body. You just do it in your dreams. You took 3 whole rounds of fat jokes to McAllen. Wow, cool. court. I'm sure that was awfully hard. Mayhem bodied you and you know it. That poor dude is probably scarred. DDP was the deciding judge and he sent it to overtime just to protect your sloppy bars. That was the first time in history our president has ever taken a bullet for the bodyguard. That king of the dot grind time scheme you spit in OT though, I'll admit it was actually great. But you don't know shit about this sport. So really it left me saddened with pain, because I guarantee you had to Google search 90% of those rappers you named. The fact that LI has never put you in your place is something I can't believe. Like, chill, little homie, we ain't the same. We're from a different goddamn breed. I carry you, you don't carry me. So if I disappeared, you'd become an amputee. I know we're family, but it's time for the fans to see if they think you're the heart and soul of MOR, they're living in a fantasy. You owe me your whole life if we ever make it and start to get rich. Yo, LI, that's how you talk to your bitch!
Let me tell you something. You need to stop with all that yelling, Melissa Joan Hart, before I start to think you for real. And afterwards, drag you out back and show you how a true ass whooping feels. Now what I can't believe is that DDP put C-Weave on the front line of the battlefield. This motherfucker. Fuck you. Now what I can't believe is that DDP put C-Weave on the front line of the battlefield. Now all of America think he a reflection of West Texas skill. But when I punch lines and spray words, what occurs is full of yada. But after this, watch what follows. DDP gonna lose the footage because I just demolished his role model. Role modeling, I'm about to state the obvious. Every pause, every shout was stole from Iron Solomon. Hey, but you act all tough around outsiders like screaming in the ear of cord. But where was that tough girl at when Dub 6 threw your hat on the floor? Hey, you even went so far as to getting rowdy and rude, shouting in the face of food. But I recall when y'all did that face-off in Lubbock, you were like, dude, if this is for real, I never fought you. And that's cute. But if you keep flashing your pussy in public, won't nobody respect you. They'll just want you for that body to add to their collection. And if for some reason you do happen to win, you better use that cash to pay for protection, because I'm coming for your head to rip that chain from your neck, son. But on the real, the press says rappers lack originality. I said DDP says rappers lack originality if they speak on Weaver's hair. But I was there. And I heard what you said in that core battle about ripping the core out of Core's apple. Now, if that shit wasn't unoriginal, then what the fuck am I doing here? Oh, that's right. He set this up thinking I'm gonna lose. DDP set this up thinking I'm gonna lose. Like Weave gonna embarrass me in front of my crew. But wait a minute, that's LI, R1, SA True. 51st Street Squad that got my back when I speak up for all of you. Cause this motherfucker DDP wanna pay battlers from out of town to rap. But when I mention us getting paid, he like, I can't help with that. Hey, and that leaves me dumbfounded. Like, why ain't he giving his cash up? He should be paying me daily for not fucking his ass up. The topic of my discussions. Me and my team, we hate Dustin. Like a bunch of pissed off kids that ain't getting that chore money. And if for some reason I don't take this, we made a pledge to not stop till we sweep this bunny under the rug. But that ain't gonna happen, because I'm not gonna hand dust in the wind. Now, fuck that. What I meant to say was, that ain't gonna happen, because I came to roast his ass, put the ash in my hand, and throw his dust in the wind.